you're better off. The moral of the story is you're better off spending a little more than you maybe, or 50%, or even twice as much as you thought, because you're going to be more happy with the result. You know, sometimes your budget just isn't realistic, quite frankly. You might have a budget, but what do you know about what that money's going to buy for you? And so you could be cutting yourself short because you're so definitive on the budget. It's nice to stay in budget, but there's a lot of people say, well, we were known for sticking in budget. Well, the fact of the matter is, after you've gone through all the designing and all the construction and all of this, you could have had a V8, as they say. Yeah, but you can't, because now you can't go back and do it over again. You had the time to do it, to pump a little more juice into it. While you were putting the engine in the vehicle, at that point you could have, I know you didn't, we don't want to do it, it's extra money, but wow, as long as we're putting the engine in the car, why don't we add the turbocharger? You're just going to be happier with it. Or the Porsche. Yeah, you got this model, but this model's got not only the general one, it's got the Sport, and it's got the Sport Plus. You could say, well, I just spent $80,000 on it, and it would have cost me like, I don't know, $110,000 to have the other package, the Sport Plus. But you know what? Now that I go and think about it, I would have been happier with that, spending more money. Well, there you go. You know, the obvious thing is that you might have a budget, but number one, is it realistic? Number two, are you going to be happy? Or are you going to be later on thinking, I wish I would have, should have done that before, and I could have had a V8 then, but now it's too late. Okay. Forget the dream now, okay, because you're not going to be able to pull out that much and more. Now, sometimes you can take a design or whatever and add to it, if you've got it planned in from the beginning, that you can add in and embellish it later on. But if you don't have that from the beginning, you're kind of screwed, quite frankly. Like in lighting, you know, if you don't run the wires before you put the cans in, you are just, can out of luck. No can do, because you didn't wire for the cans. So now you can't put no cans in. So no can do now.
No can do.
No can do. Everybody's got a budget. Let's realize that everybody has a budget. But is it realistic? If we're going to realize you got a budget, which anybody would have a brain knows that, is it realistic for what you want to do? Or is it something you pulled out based by looking at your bank account that, we should do this because we got this in our bank account, when maybe you ought to go and get a loan to add a little bit to your bank account so you get what you want and you never have any regrets thereafter. Do it right once and enjoy the benefits from day one to day end, not getting in and enjoy the benefits and then later on thinking, oh my gosh, I wish we would have done that then and there. Well, again, that's stupid. Let's look at what you really want. And don't just settle for it. Sometimes you got to pull out a little more if you want a little more. I mean, if you want an extra slice of cheese on your cheeseburger at McDonald's, you're just going to have to reach deep into your pocket and pull out another dime. Or scrounge around underneath your seats in the car and see if you got an extra dime because you really want double cheese on your double cheeseburger. I mean, scrounge around in the glove box or something. I don't know. Find it somewhere. But if you want it, find it. You'll find it somewhere. If you really want it. For I'm here to make it better. I'm here to make your life better. Trust me, nobody else can do it like I can do it. You can maybe think somebody else does, but don't you believe it.